Hello guys, welcome to my channel Code with Patrick guys. So guys, in today's video, we are going to see how we can connect our Python to a database. So let's get started. So guys, for connecting our Python to a database, we will need a kind of connector which can connect our Python to this database. For what database we are going to use here, we are going to use this SQL Server Management Studio database. With this database, we are connecting our Python to this database. So let's see how we can connect our Python to that database. For that, we will need a module which is known as a PyODBC module. Okay, we will need this module which will create a kind of connection between our Python and a database. So let's see how we can use this PyODBC module. For that, you have to download this module into your system. So the command will be is pip install PyODBC. Okay. So when you go to your terminal and when you write this code, this module will get installed. As suppose by chance you are getting that you are not able to run this code, it is showing that it is not recognized as an internal or external such kind of error, then you can write as python minus m pip install pyodbc. Okay, you can use this code. Okay, in front of this pip python minus m pip install pyodbc, you can use this code to download this pyodbc module. Okay, so guys, I hope you will able to download this module. In my system, I have already downloaded this. So simply I am going to import this module. Okay, I am going to say import pyodbc. So I import this module pyodbc. Now we have to create a connection between our Python and the database. So let's see how we can do that. So for that, I want to create some variables inside which I can give our connection key. Okay. Okay. For that, I am going to say driver underscore name. Driver name equals to what I'm going to give our driver name equals to, that is SQL server. I am using this SQL server. Okay, let's give this double quotes here. Okay, I'm using this pyodbc. For creating connection, I have declared a variable called driver underscore name, and inside it I have given our our SQL server. What database we are using here? We are using this SQL server database. So I've given this name, and after that I'm using another server name which will store our server name. So if you don't know how to find out the server name, you can get the server name from your SQL server database, whatever database you are using. If you're not do not know how to get our server name, when you come here and when you right click on it, when you go to the properties, okay, so you can see here this is our server name. It is showing as Nikesh, so I am going to give the server name here. So let's give our server name. Server name is Nikesh. Okay, so after that, so let's put this on this also in double quotes. Okay, let's erase this curly braces, or let's give here. And now we want to give a database name. Okay, what is this database name? Okay, what this database will do? Database is nothing but, if we, let's take a simple example. If you're working with a, if you assume that if you're building a website, so for storing all the website's code, first you will create a folder in which you can store that website's code. Okay, so I hope you will understand it very clearly. So similarly, for storing our Python, whatever data we want to store, our Python data, so for that we are creating a kind of a folder. Similarly, we creating a database, and inside that database we will create a table in which our data can get stored. So now we are creating a database. Okay, creating a database, and inside it we want to give a database name. So assume that saves for till now I'm giving our database as, suppose I am giving that employee. Okay, employee underscore db. So this is my database name. So I am giving here, and after giving this all three things, now I want a main connection here. Suppose I am creating a variable dot connection, and inside it I'm creating a connection with what? I want this PyODBC module, which will create a kind of connection between our Python and a database. So I'm using here PyODBC dot. I'm going to use this connect to with which I want to connect dot, that is connection. Okay, connection strings. Okay, so connection strings. So we want to create our connection string first. So let's we want to create our connection string. So let's create it. So I'm going to say connection string. Okay, connection uh string, string connection string is equal to. So I'm going to use f, and I'm going to use triple quotes. Okay, so inside it I'm going to create a connection, that is driver equal to, that is driver name, and server will be, what will be our server? Our server is that is Bkesh. What is our server? We want to give that here. Our server is server name. In the server, our server name will come, and in the database, okay, database, our database name will come. Okay, that is what is our data, in which we have stored our database name. In the database name we have stored, that is employee DB. So here we have create a kind of connections, and after that we want to give another trust underscore connection, CU and then EC connection equals to yes. So we have to give a semicolon here. So let's give the semicolon, and after giving the semicolon, here we have done a mistake, that is we have to give an underscore here and here also. Okay, so let's give this underscore, and after that when I say cursor, okay, cursor equal to connection, okay, connection dot, okay, connection dot cursor. So now we have created a connection. Okay, so here is the spelling mistake. So we have created a connection. Okay, so connection string. So we have created a connection to our database. So what we have done here, we have used a PyODBC module, which will create a kind of connection between our Python and a database. In which database we are connecting? So that database name, that what database we are using? We are using a SQL Server database. So that name we have given inside this driver name, and what will be our inside the SQL server, what is our server name? So our server name is Nikesh. Okay, that we have given in the server name, and in which database we want to store our entire Python data. That is that name we are given inside a database name, and our database name, which is actually stored in this SQL server, that is employee DB. So that we will see how to create this database inside the SQL in the next upcoming video. And after that, using these all things, we have created a connection, okay, which we can access. Okay, so we have created a commonly variable, that is connection string, and we have used a f strings here, and inside it we have given a driver equal to driver name, server equal to server name, these all things. And after that we have created a connection which is storing entire this connection, and which have been connected with the PyODBC module, which we have downloaded dot connect. We have used this method connect, and in which we want to connect, we want to connect this SQL server, all information we want to connect with this, and we have used a cursor which we can access this entire things whatever we are written here. Okay, using this cursor we can access, we can our database, how we can insert a data into that, how we can read a data. So these all things we can do using this cursor variable, you can say. So guys, I hope you will came to know how we can connect our database with a Python with a SQL server. So guys, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment below. Don't forget to share this video to your friends. Thank you for watching, guys.